Education remains the bedrock of every successful and a progressive society. Without education, the society will not be progressive. Without education, the society will not move forward. Without education, the society will not know even peace. Therefore, as a people, we must be educated. To this end, I and my team are starting up today, the 7th day of February 2025, Diamond College of Education here in the eastern part of Nigeria called Abugu. We are beginning lectures. We are going to be teaching undiluted education, undiluted learning to the people. Not just learning in books, not just learning in we are not here to teach you to be dogmatic. We are here to make you to be pragmatic in all your dealings. We are here to make you to be more efficient and effective to the society. We are here to build the future and to reshape the future of our children and children yet unborn. One of the astonishing things in education, in Nigeria education system, it's the fact that the teachers end up being a repeaters. There is no iota of practical, neither do the teachers themselves even proactive in their actions. Most of our teachers here behaves as if they are being pressured to do things. They act as if they are being pressured to do what they don't want to do. And not just that, most of our teachers are just lukewarmed, thereby making the children you produce, the children that pass through you, become subservient. In short, the children that pass through you, you teach, ends up becoming subservient because you, the teacher, you are subservient to the society and to the system that is paying you, and which is very wrong. We here at Diamond College of Education, we are not subservient to anybody, not to the system. We are here to do what is ideal, what will benefit us now and what will benefit the future. Because our future actually starts now, not tomorrow. There is no future tomorrow if it didn't start now. So it so baffles me that our education system, our teachers are so subservient. That is what have made the system that is what have breeded corruption. That is just the exact same thing that led to the past election ended up the way it did. Because right from your home, among the teachers, they are told to obey the last command from the whomever at the top. Thereby, even if it is to your own detriment, you are meant to just do what the boss will appreciate you for. That is, will applaud you for, not really appreciating you, but what he will applaud you for. So you work primarily for the sake of your boss, not for the sake of the children, not for the sake of the people you are teaching. Teachers should be great and not the other way around. Teachers are great and they should be great, and not what we see in our society today. I'm so pained about the system, the education system in Nigeria, the education system in Enugu State. It is really, really nothing to write home about. I want you, viewer, to take a look at America, take a look at Britain, take a look at, okay, let me not mention that, take a look at the Arab nations. Can you study their education system? Can you look at what they are bringing on board for their children? Can you compare that to what we have here? Needless to talk about the dilapidating infrastructure, which our various representatives, political representatives, have promised to do this and do that, and yet they use those dilapidated structures to make campaign promises, which they ended up not doing. They make use of our own teachers, those that taught us in the various primary schools and secondary schools, to run the campaign for them, and ends up not fulfilling an inch of what they have promised. Therefore, leaving the system in shambles. They take their own children outside of the country to school them over there, return them back to the country to become our boss, which means that we, the people, have been relegated to an unending slavery or servitude. My major anger goes to the teachers. These teachers went through secondary school, primary school, teaching, colleges, they graduate, and upon graduation, you get employed as a teacher, you become a slave. You now make yourself a personal slave. You now enslave yourself by accepting everything, every single thing that the government tells you, or that not the government, because you are a government, but that an individual tells you, you sink it down without any iota of questioning. Without any iota of questioning, you sink it down. You sink that down without any iota of questioning. Therefore, making those looking up to you or those following you look like a fool, because you are ready to sabotage them at will. That even goes to justify the fact that the reason the politicians and other businessmen do not hire the Nigerian graduates. They don't hire Nigerian graduates, especially in the field of engineering. They hire foreigners because they know that the source those graduates came out from are servitude to them. We are always the lecturers. When I talk about teachers, I am referring both to the lecturers and I'm referring both to the lecturers and the primary school teachers. Now, every single individual, the lecturers have been schooled to ask and seek for what they will eat. So your program is always about pay salary, pay arrears, pay. Your protest is all about pay salary, pay arrears, pay this and pay that. There is no program or memorandum of understanding that have touched the labor arrangement in the country, or that have touched. There is no MOU that is enforcing the government or various companies to employ the Nigerian produced graduates. In other words, we in our own town, in our own states, are returning back to what Nigeria was before 1975, where the colonial masters and other foreign companies own 70-80% shares of the market. We are returning back to that. We, the indigenous people now, that have our own schools, run our own government, are returning back to that because we have to hire foreign expertise or hire foreign laborers. Those we are hiring are not in any way fit to even work in their own national workforce. Those are the people we hire to come work and take the place of our own produced graduates here. Because of what? The source is very faulty. Because of what? The source is in servitude. Because the teachers that are supposed to talk, that are supposed to speak, that are supposed to promote these things, that are supposed to build the self-esteem of their children, their own self-esteem is not built. The teachers that are supposed to build and mold the characters of their children, their own characters are not moved. The teachers that are supposed to stand firm mentally and intellectually against all odds, their own characters are not so. Therefore, what they produce will remain slaves. What they produce will end up remaining simply a perfect slave. They end up becoming a perfect slave just to, I humbly apply, they end up becoming a perfect slave by seeking for what just to eat, not what to eat you, to remove that will eat you, before seeking for what you will eat. No one in Nigeria, no one in Enugu State seek for what will eat him to remove it. Everyone seek for what he will eat. Even if you're dying, seek for what you will eat first, before you now talk about what will eat you. Dear friends, I wish you just listen to this, think about these things, and let us plan a way forward to put an end to this menace, to put an end to this evil, to put an end to this internally promoted corruption, evil around us. Thank you and have a nice day.